And welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be talking about ordering from KnitPicks. So KnitPicks is a website that I've heard loads about since I've been following more international knitters, and I've always been intrigued by the yarns that they have on offer, just because everybody particularly in the US and Canada always speaks really highly of them, and I would say we don't really have a website that's equivalent in the UK. I suppose somewhere like Wool Warehouse or Love Crafts is similar, but Wool Warehouse tends to sell other brands and Love Crafts does too, and KnitPicks tends to sell a lot of their own brand yarns, and I recently discovered that they now ship to the UK. So first things first, let's have a look at the website. This is the KnitPicks homepage displayed on my iPad, and you can see at the top that I've got the currency set to pounds. They've got their newest products displayed. I really like the look of the Brava tweed and the mosaic interchangeable needles, although I know they're not right for me as I prefer to use wooden needles. The Learning Centre looks like it could be really useful, but I haven't explored it yet. Let's go and have a look at the patterns page. The electric slide patterns really caught my eye, but I think that was more to do with the yarn than the actual patterns themselves. So for example here you can see that they sell both physical and downloadable patterns, and as we move down the page I really like the option that they've got here to build your own kit. There were so many yarns to choose from here, just lovely, so many stripes, gorgeous. Let's have a look at the yarns page. There are just so many different yarns to choose from, just all really well organised. We're going to have a look at the sock page. These are just a few of the sock options. I've heard lots of people talking about this stroll yarn. That looks to be good for different solids, because you don't often see solid colours here in the UK, I don't think anyway, that are good quality. If we scroll down a bit more, these are the Hawthorn fingering kettle dye yarns. I really like these kind of tonal shades, different lights and darks within the same colour. There were so many shades of these. That camellia one looks just lovely. If we scroll down a little bit more, the stroll tonal look nice, and then here we've got the speckle hand painted. These always appeal to me. So many different ones here, and if you tap or click on specific colours, I like how you can see closer, and if you swipe across, which I didn't do here, you can see like a mini sample of it knitted up as well, so you can see what it will look like. Moving on here, you can see there are just a few that are highlighted on the sock page. You can see there are project kits, and there's also a needle and hook section. They do have crochet things. These are their interchangeable needle sets. They all look really good. I obviously can't comment on the quality, but I think you could get some similar sets in the UK for a similar price. Let's talk about shipping and delivery costs. So I've previously ordered from Joanne, which is another US crafting site, which is a little bit more like Hobbycraft. And I found that the shipping and delivery for KnitPicks was really similar to this. There is a flat rate shipping fee to the UK. I think it starts from around, I think it's $5.99, and then it goes up, or is it $6.99? It goes up in steps, and then over, I think it's over £60, then you get free delivery. So you can shop the website as you've just seen in pounds. So I think my delivery was $7.99 because I spent more than the lower threshold. So in terms of delivery, the initial tracking was sent with DHL, and to be honest, that was a bit patchy. I was a little bit worried at this point because I paid quite a lot for the delivery. The tracking didn't really update very often, and it seemed to take a while to get started. Then once it entered the DHL system, it showed a Yodel, which is a UK tracking service. it showed a yodel number which didn't really seem to update until the day before it was about to be delivered. So I ordered on April the 18th, which was a bank holiday here in the UK, but it wasn't in the US. And my order arrived on May the 4th, which I didn't think was too bad, given that I'd gone from it being in a distribution centre abroad to all of a sudden it was out for delivery. Like I say though, the tracking for saying how much money you paid, it was a bit patchy. In terms of taxes, I didn't have to pay any, there was no tax levied on the initial order. And it said that I would have to pay when it entered the UK. So I was expecting to get one of those cards, those grey Royal Mail cards that you get. But so far, I've not had a notification of having to pay tax, which is good. I like it when I don't have to pay an extra fee on top of a big tax bill. So now is the time. Let's have a look at what I actually bought. So first things first, we'll start with something really not very exciting. I bought some of these bent tip tapestry needles. And the reason I bought these is because I've seen a lot of people, since I've joined the Loving Stitches membership, people love these. And I have not been able to find them in the UK. I've only been able to find straight tip tapestry needles. And of course, since I ordered these, I've seen some here. But anyway, I bought some of these. You can see that I've already used them when I was weaving in cement and found it really useful to get into the stitches. So that was the first thing. Although I think it might have been the last to go in my cart. Then I have recently started following Twin Stitches Designs, and she loves KnitPicks. I think she's one of their ambassadors. This is not sponsored. I'm just sharing what I've bought for my UK audience. So she has designed some socks using the Hawthorn fingering weight with I think she released them last year. They were a Bridgerton themed, and she's designed a sock pattern called Daphne, and she's used this yarn, which is also called Daphne, I believe. I think it is. The name isn't on the label, but I'm pretty sure this is called Daphne. It's a really nice kind of tonal but different shades of pink. So that's going to be a pair of short socks. It just feels lovely. That's fingering weight. And then from the same line, I also bought this colour, which I haven't seen anybody use this, but it's just so soft. So this is another, yes, it is called Nymph, and that one is called, I found the name on the label now, that is called Nymph. That's also fingering weight. It is a little, although feels quite plump, it is, it's 80% wool, 20% polyamide. You don't get as much as you do with sort of hand-dyed yarn, although this says it's hand-dyed. It's only 357 yards, and there's normally close to 400 with other ones that I've bought from other dyers. So that's just something to be aware of, that it does feel plump, but it's perhaps not quite as, you don't get as much. These were about £13 each. And then the last one I got was another Hawthorn fingering weight, but in this speckle. This is called Cobbler Speckle. I am an absolute sucker for speckled yarns, or kind of any kind of mild, check it's in there, any kind of mild designs. This is like it's kind of, in some lights it looks white, and then in others it's like a really subtle pale pink with these kind of burgundy and navy blue speckles. Now I don't actually know what I'm going to make with that yet. It's probably going to be socks. And again, it's 357 yards, feels really, really soft. So this one I'm not sure, but will probably be socks. This one I'm going to use for the Twin Stitches Daphne socks, which has got a really lovely lace pattern on the front. And then this one as well, I'm thinking for a pair of socks, but again, I haven't decided. on a pattern yet. What I think I might do is I might see how, because I've got a plan for these, I might do this first and see how it looks, and then I might gauge swatch this and see kind of how the different shades come out before I decide what to make with it, and the same with the other one. So I think it'd be really useful to come back to these items after I've had them a while and had a chance to use them, because at the moment they're still in the box that they came in. But I'm a bit of a go. No, I'm not on a go slow with knitting at the moment, but I just haven't had the opportunity to put these into usage yet. But they're in their box. I have used these and like these, but yeah, they feel lovely. They feel really soft, which is nice. I'm looking forward to using those. So would I recommend ordering from KnitPicks? I would say yes. Obviously I can't speak for the experience of actually using the yarns yet, but my kind of delivery experience and everything was fine. I know the tracking was perhaps could have been better, but that's not necessarily their fault. And there is a huge selection of things on there. Lots of different colours and solids and all kinds of different types of yarn. It does seem to be predominantly worsted, however you say it, it's Aran here, isn't it? Worsted or worsted, and kind of 4-ply yarns. There isn't. I was looking at DK weight yesterday actually for something, and there wasn't a great deal of choice for that. So just, I would say it's worth having a browse and see if anything catches your eye. Yeah, because there are some really beautiful yarns and different sets and things on there. But I will report back once I have used the yarns. That's it for this video. I will take care and I'll see you next time. Bye.